Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to quickly show you a couple of sari blouses that I've made. There's a part tutorials to go with this one. This is a mirrored effect sari blouse, and it had a lot of work, and sometimes you face difficulties with sewing these type of blouses because of the heavy work on them. And obviously we have to consider that if we're sewing them by machine, and the needle has to penetrate around the edges of these mirrors, because if you go into the mirrors, then either you have to remove the mirrors, which spoils the beauty of the garment, or you end up breaking them and breaking loads of needles and stuff. So there's a couple of guidance videos on how to go about, or what steps to take in order to make a blouse like this. Now I made two, and actually this was relatively easy in comparison to the other fitted blouse, which is in black. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm just going to show you what I did with this. This is the front, and generally on saris they're very fitted, and the necklines on them are very, very wide. So just to keep the neckline in place and to keep it sort of balanced out, I've added this drawstring at the back, and I've added these fancy things to it. It's got cap sleeves, and to keep the fitting, to get it easily on and off, generally they have like hooks, but because this had some work on it, heavy work on it, it meant I would have had to cut through into this, which I didn't want to do. So what I did was I added a zip on the side, which it will close, and then I've put a hook and eye at the bottom, which will just keep that firmly in place and stop the zip from opening up. So that's it's fully lined and stuff. That's one of them. Okay, the other one is open at the front, and this has hooks and eyes at the front. Now the hard thing about making this one was getting all this dimensions right for making this into like a fitted top. It's almost like a bra-like fitting, where you have to get the cup size right. And what it has is it has four darts going in four directions to give that cup fitting. So it's generally a very, very fitted. I haven't done, this is, to be honest, this is the first time that I made this, and I was a little bit scared because it's so fitted and you haven't got the actually what I had to go off was just another top. So if you have the client in front of you, or if you have your own fittings and you're sort of like making it to that shape, then it's probably easy, or maybe there's an art in it, and you know what, I haven't fully discovered the art yet. Anyway, that's just another sari blouse. Personally, I don't like this type of a cut. I would have preferred to have done like a princess cut, because a princess cut's fitting is a lot easier to do than this type of a cut when you haven't got the client in front of you. Anyway, that's just a couple of sari blouses just to keep you going. Inshallah, I'll come back to this one, and when I do my sari in the sequence fabric, which I'm hoping that I'll find some time to do perhaps in the next couple of weeks, then I'll go through with a full tutorial of how to make this type of a blouse. They're not very common. Generally these type of blouses come with saris that are ready made, so mostly these are made in like India and so on, and I suppose they've got the knack. We hardly ever make them here, and when there's really not that much interest to make something, then you're a little bit cautious and you're not that fluent with it. It's a one-off thing, so it was a one-off thing. I've done them as a favor for a friend of mine whose sister is getting married, and now I've got to try and organize getting these to her. Inshallah, I shall see you again soon, and have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye.